I'm Mark Schneider, you're watching Schneider Classics, as you can see right there, and you're about to watch a video that was pretty much like 4 years in the making of when I went and picked up this truck and I had no idea what it was going to turn out to be to, well, that.
Good morning, mate. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. Welcome to a series where we're going to be picking up a truck and fixing it up. So Joe, how you liking my new truck?
Well, first of all, your rear tires are a piece of shit.
And as you can already tell, we had to dismantle the axle just to get it to run. Well, he did it. All Joe did it.
Now look,
it's all Joe. And we're going green with trees.
The green machine's here.
She's in.
About time she's in. What time is it?
I'm sitting through the cold to wait for missing pieces to unfold.
My truck. And look at my damn truck in the light. Ain't she pretty? And actually, if you guys can see, which you probably didn't before, that is the trailer's license plate screwed into the radiator because the tailgate of the trailer did not fit with the truck in it. That's a complete engine. That is a complete I want to say 305. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's a 305 V8 engine. And man, is she pretty. She's all complete there. And man, does she look beautiful. I don't even know what these original stickers are for. Like, it used to say, I don't even know. Like, the doors are this. We will have to fix. We dented the door a little bit, putting it in, but that's easy. But the thing that's this, look, it says Bucky, but I can just tell that Bucky. And yes, both doors open. Tires have to be replaced. All rims are there. Like, there is so much torn out of this car. Like, the battery is on wood. I have never seen that in my life. The battery is on wood. Radiator cap, radiator. I have a second radiator that came with this. I have the tires, the suspension. I have what's left of a steering column. But man, look at that tailgate. Bright orange GMC. That is beautiful. I may have to fix the mechanics in this. Actually, maybe not. Oh no, that works. But funny enough, I only have this piece. I do not have the rest of the trailer. If I am to restore this truck, which this truck should be my first project truck, it's going to need a lot of love and care. It's going to need a lot of work. As you can see with the truck, there's the hood, there's the truck, there's some bins, there's the trailer, and all the other stuff.
I'm searching through my remains to find a spark to take me from my pain. I'm here in the dark, you are the one to save me. So give me your heart, I want you to embrace me.
So a few Smirnoffs in, and no doors, she's ready to lift up. So as you can see here, stripped everything. We still need to strip the dash. Still got brake here. Still works. And if you check underneath, looks awesome. We took out all the bolts underneath. We took out the doors. I gotta finish stripping off all this stuff. This has been eaten through, so I have to order a new floor pan for this side. But this I have the back windshields. I have to order a brand new front windshield. This just little bit worn. Bolts for box. See, it's got the. It works. I got gears for stuff. I got a gas cap. I have another one of these to replace this because this is broken. But yeah, no, we have lots for this truck. That's not attached. It's an awesome truck. And all my body pieces like the doors and stuff are gonna be going on this trailer. You can see, took out the glove department here, took out the air conditioning. I don't know how to take this out. I have no idea. I have to figure that out. And took out the blower. So to catch you up, we're now moving the the cab onto the trailer, or trying to, as he takes off the steering column. Does not want to budge. And there's Avery, and there's Zoe. And there's the rest of my truck. Oh, it was just firing. Come on, come on. Oh! It's limping. Oh! Oh fuck, stop. Also, we just wrapped the entire thing right there. That's hilarious. We just wrapped it in the cord right there. It's running better and better and better. Ran out of gas. Chico. I have a bunch of more parts. More parts. A 1972 cab. This GMC 1972 cab came off of a grain truck. But as you've been watching, that over there is the original cab for the 67 C10. But because we're swapping it to a manual, we're gonna use this cab. It's in a little bit better shape. It's a little more prepped. I need to order a windshield for it. And it's off the ground. So there's that. The only rust spots on this cab when I bought it, it's right here on both sides. This side's actually worse. The biggest problem with this cab versus the other cab is this is the like 5-ton cab. So because it's the 5-ton cab, my transmission mount comes way more back and my tunnel comes further. So you look at this. This is where my transmission, it's saying be moved more up. This is where it has to sit. The seat's actually in really good condition. Some foam damage, but you can easily fix that by just cutting it out and placing some new foam, and then just get a seat cover, which I might do because it's like, it's a really good bench.
Collecting all
Rockers on, spot welds. First time ever doing spot welds, so this was neat experience. Did a couple spot welds here onto the frames, onto the cab support. Welded in the floor, not the best. I blew through right here, so I had to fill it up. Blew through right here, had to fill it up. It's not the best because it's rusty and I'm not doing the best prep work because I'm just trying to get this done. Reinforcement back here behind the rusty flaking wall. It's up to here in here. So we got this rocker done. I've already primed her, got my spot welds in. All the spot welds in. She's on there, good. So now we got a tipper on her side. Another little floor patch on this side, not a big one on this side. As you can tell, I just spray things with primer right away because then if I forget, it's protected a little bit from weather and rain. I just had a little hole there, need to redo, come down, patch the floor. This thing get covered with seam sealer and all that. There is a piece of metal to reinforce it just like the other side, but seam seal all this. It's covered up. The main reason you have a gap here, actually, one is for the rubber to clip onto. Two, your wires run in there. This side doesn't have wires. Normally it's just the driver's side, but passenger side rockers on. Driver's side rockers on. Obviously I have to do spot welds here, but gonna do those actually from underneath. Cab's tipped over. Just got to cut this to size for the patches I need. Do my spot welds. So this may be replaced in here. I got to get in here and cut some of it. Get in here, slide it in. Just staying rest on here, because I'm gonna make a cut along this ridge and just rest it on the inside here. Oh, the amount of spider webs in here. How's this cab? This cab's pretty good. I'll take the old hammer to it. She seems to be pretty good. See part of the floor that needed to be done. That was just the pinhole, but I was there anyways. And my welding. I am done welding. I have rocker guard in my hair. That's not fun. Spray it down, slowly going through steps. Primer, then yellow, orange, GM orange. Paint up, because this originally was like GM orange. It's fine. Okay. So all the welding's done. Rockers are in. The inner cab supports to the corners that are inside there. Those are done on both sides. The inner rockers, I just had to completely replace this inner rocker. That one, all I needed to do was a shitty patch. Floors, there's a patch. There's a patch. Not proper patches, like I said. I have only 2 days to do all the body work on this. So are we doing it proper? Nope, we're getting it done. So if this project, I have like 2-3 weeks to complete this entire truck. So if want it done cheap, want it done fast, gotta compromise quality. The rule is you can only take 2 of those: price, time, and quality. You're only allowed to pick 2. I need this done fast and cheap. So the quality is being a little bit pushed to the side because I gotta get this done. Because this truck's for me to drive because I don't have a vehicle. So I need to get this done because this is my vehicle.
I can't fall behind. Don't wanna be stuck in my mind. I'm not my pain this time. Learn from mistakes, get up and rise. It's easy to fall for life. Some parts of me might die. Gotta get back up and try. I am not my pain tonight. In the latest hours, I evolve my...
Look at that. Cab's a little more red than what this is, but oh man, that is pretty. Kind of got it faded into there, which is fine. The rocker guard, oh, overspray. It's fine. It's like all cracked already, so it looks like it's been here for a while. Overspray. That's fine, but man, does that rocker look pretty.
Woo! How are you not high? Hey man. Yeah. There we go. Looking good. Looking good, man. All right. Nice and easy. Woo!
Nice. Coming together.
Cab's done.
You need a respirator, dude. Holy fuck.
That's how I stay motivated to keep working.
It's like, yeah, it's like you get the munchies out.
So now we're home, cab's over there. I got the light, because I got to finish this. There's just some light surface rust here. It'll be fine. As suggested, put a little bit of Loctite down and then torque them down. So right now I'm going to do that. So before I stick this inside my truck, I just thought maybe I should check and pull this off and see. Like, these gears are pretty damn fucking mint. Synchro. Like, This is pretty damn good shape.
This is the moment to do it louder.
Alright, so we got her married. I gotta move this cross member up one. Today we're gonna play with this motor. Oh yeah, the cab's back. Ow. So we got the starter off of here, starter off of the green truck. Donate. I just cut to the wires. So this is a manual 4-speed and 5-speed transmission from this era. This is an automatic starter. They are different. That works perfect. Good. Keep in neutral, just in case. I don't want to. Yeah, engage the clutch. Do 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 do. Oh fuck me! Oh, I hate installing starters. Good thing this motherfucker lines up. Go on, please. A whole day passed, and I didn't bring anything up. I didn't film because I was mad. I was not happy. That motor wasn't in there before. This is a completely different motor. That is the original motor. What happened is it's seized. Yeah, I did state in the video, and I will still leave it linked down in the description below. We did run this motor 3 years ago. You can see, I don't know if you can see. That's all rusted away in there. That valve doesn't exist. It's not like all the others. It doesn't exist. And I bought this morning. We got the motor mounts in, engines stationary and so on. I got to jack the jack up from the back. They're not fully tightened down because I want to get the transmission in here and the transmission cross member first and make sure it's straight, because I want to get the transmission bolts in, make sure it's straight, perfect, then go in and tighten these 2 bolts, because there's only 1 bolt on each side holding the old cross member out. Put the new cross member in first, get the old one out. I gotta do some work on it in the morning where they weld a little plate here to fix up this hole. So I'm probably gonna hammer it out and weld it from the inside. I gotta punch out these old bolts. Just they reuse the ones from here. Rivets. Well, now I can put her in. That's in. Intake has been swapped. I'm in the middle. The cross member, automatic cross member is removed. I gotta put the manual one in. Transmissions come off that engine. I gotta take the flywheel and everything off, retorque it, put it on. That's out. They get this in. There's a reason they make these notches right here. This would have been way easier if I did this before I installed the motor, but I was stupid.
I didn't know that life could take me miles away, and all I know is I am strong and need a start.
Alright, so I've just been working the whole day. I had to take the pilot bearing out of here, which, here, I guess. Quick explanation how I do that. Where is it? Right here. You see this duct tape? Take a socket and an extension, do some duct tape to get a perfect seal, like fitting into the pilot bearing. And then come over here to my old engine. Then you fill it full of grease. This is why the grease gun's here. you fill it full of grease and you push this and you use, and it's like, you want as much duct tape on here till it feels like you have a air pocket, like a plunger. So you push it in, and as you have your plunger feel, you just tap it a couple times with a hammer. And what you're going to be doing is you're slowly going to be using hydraulic pressure to push out the bearing. This is also how I align my flywheel. As you can tell, there's a medium socket on here. That's the size of my flywheel. Line it up, do my flywheel, angle it, center. And that's how I do my alignment for my flywheel as well. All you need is a socket and an extension. Works like a charm. I gotta tighten up all these bolts. I have brand new long bolts because the automatic transmission's all these short bolts, a bunch of them. So I'm good on short bolts, but long bolts I didn't have. So I went and bought some at Prairie Bearing. Let's see. You'll see right here, she turns over. Stick ya. My battery's dying. Just jump from there to there. It works. So once we get the timing set up, timing and spark set up and a battery charge overnight, we'll come back to this tomorrow, see if she fires up. You're a good cat. You can see I cleaned all this off. Holy, you are clingy today. Get off the engine, you cat. Yeah, that needs to be changed. That's water with that gear oil. For sure. Oh, that's gross. Oh, I forgot a bolt. Good job, me. All right, that's popper. Oh, that's gross. Yeah. I need 2 hands to pop this inspection plate. We got the rear diff sealed up. I might have just to add a bit more fluid to it, but she's sealed, she ain't leaking. But we got our distributor on, timed. We're at top center cylinder 1. It's pointing at cylinder 1. Spaced evenly. So, oh, I may need to hook this up. Hook my one lead in there and test it. But first, we're not even gonna fire with the spark plug because I don't want to fire her with the spark plug. We're gonna hook up the battery and hook up the starter and get her to rotate a couple times. If she's good with the brand new battery I just bought. It poofed. Fuck yeah! 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 Oh, that runs good. Oh, I don't think you understand how happy that makes me. I know this motor is a high kilometers motor because I could tell when I took the intake off, the back two drain plates, drain holes, or whatever were really worn out. And also when I took off the intake, I noticed that this had so much exhaust buildup from the intake side. I cleaned it out a bit first before I put it back on. So I knew this motor was rough, but that runs awesome.
Yeah, I've met my demons in the dark. I had some demons in my heart. I've been carrying them around, but I didn't fall apart. I came a long way to pass that phase. Look at me in the eyes while I embrace.
So, It's on the truck. Obviously some things have happened because I've been busy. Actually, here for the video, let's do this prop. There we go. Look. That's not lined up. Don't worry about that. That's just sitting on there. All of this is just sitting on here. But we got the cab on the frame. Bolts are lined up. I just have the bolts out because we have to make a cut. I have to cut the top of this tunnel about an inch or 2 inches. And the clear for the transmission. I gotta take the transmission cover back off because I gotta go to take it to the vice grip to bend this straight up. Bend this up to use it. Steering column's in. Funny. Yeah, okay, so this thing would probably still hit my knees. New hole, where this is the old hole. Because your steering wheel is like this. So I had to customize everything like this to sit like this. As you can see, our custom hole. Along there, rivet out. Sits in the middle there. Comes out and lines up with our rack and our steering box. Look at all that. Look at all that brake stuff. All new drums, all new internals, everything internal. Brand new starter, which we're not gonna use now, of course. Like, yeah, why? I might. We'll see. So as you can see, this side already done. Oh, let me. Oh, brand new springs, new sleeves, new cylinder, new, shiny. I don't know when they're coming, but I'm gonna put new hubs on it too, just because these ones are a little warped. The main reason I want to replace the hubs in two and why they're kind of warped, I think they're the factory ones, so I think they're over 50 years old.
Here's no I am say, we step to me, put a smile on your face. Yeah, I'm always be on it, ain't got no time to waste, I'm honest. I don't give a fuck about what they say, I'm doing it now, doing it loud every day. Yeah, like guns, drugs, I've seen it all, but that was not the path I chose. Frequency was way too low, so I avoid, keep moving on. Keep moving on, keep moving on. In the latest hours, I evolve my power. This is the moment.
Alright, so I have the starting of this. We have the new one of these in, torque down, and the pads in. To do this, to get this spring on, because it's this metal sheeting, then you have to clip in this little metal piece in here and pull this over. I can show you with one of the back ones. Here. This right here, this little metal piece goes in right there, and you got to pull the spring from there to over here and clip it. I do it in the vise. It's a lot easier to do it in the vise. But that's not the final step. That's just getting them kinda in place. Now, what I got to do is this, your tensioner. It comes in some pieces. This allows it just to spin. Adjustment for your brakes inside your drums. This bad boy, you want to make sure this end is towards this nub, because this technically is your adjustment. So I like to get this one in first, but then you need the spring with the big long, because the big long needs to go over the your gearing. Now I do highly recommend if you don't want to buy the proper tools, actually the best, cheapest tool you can use for springs, other than pliers and all that, which I hate, go and get yourself an exhaust spring tool for a sled. Works perfectly for this application. And what I mean by these are cheap, I think this one's off of Wish for like $7 actually, because I've ordered tons and tons of these because I've broken quite a few. But I just keep buying them. But they're cheap, they're nice. This one's lasted me actually a long time. Most of the time I use too much force on them. I bend the ends, but this is way cheaper than me buying a spring tool. Main reason I break them is because I misuse them, like I do most of my tools. People are afraid of drum setups. They go, oh, they're hard, they're complicated. They're actually the opposite. They're really, really easy. But the main reason I'm doing all this, because you can tell these pads aren't bad. These went bad. All of it, whatever. It went bad because it got flooded, it sat in water. There's dirt all in it and whatnot. But the pads themselves are actually still good. So I'm going to keep these pads as backups. Whatnot. But I put brand new ends in because when the guy goes to do the inspection or whatever, he's going to pull off the drum. Which I have brand new drums as well going on. Guys, they pull off the brand new drum, he's gonna see all this, it's gonna be, oh look, it's all brand new, painty, shiny, all nice and new. He'll put it back on and not even take a second look. He'll be like, yeah, it's good. So now it's the next day, we're back, we have the E-cable. I installed one E-cable, I'm gonna finish doing this drum up. So we gotta get this done because the windshield guy, he's coming tomorrow to get the windshield put in. So we gotta finish this up. I also have brake line. Hopefully get all the brake lines done as well. I gotta wait on the 2 front hoses. Those are coming tomorrow because I buy tools all the time. I only use 2 tools, blue and orange. The only 2 colors I really use on everything. Truck's orange, quad's blue. Blue and orange. So either Snap-on or Mashcraft. Either one of you, sponsor me. I'm buying your tools anyway, so just give me a discount code or something. And I'll share it on to the people who watch. Referral link, please.
In the latest hour, I evolve my power. This is the moment to do it louder. I didn't know that.
Project, all the drums are on. E-brake works. It's kind of a it's another custom thing with this. Normally it's across the board or like angled on the board, and that's because of the bracket it comes with. Mine is customized with a custom bracket to sit upright, so I pull it up. The reason I want to do this is saying when I'm driving, I just go, oh shit, and just pull back. Even in a car accident, if you impact something, you move back a bit. So it's just that jerking action. Saying if I grabbed it, if an accident, all that is just multiple reasons I want it to go up. We're gonna work on a little bit of the wiring on this. Yeah, that lit up. So as you can see, I already have the top lights working. We're gonna be working on today on the back. Now, because I'm doing a flat deck on this, I'm gonna be using these, but I just need to get the harness done for now. We're not doing the flat deck yet, but I'm gonna get the harness done for now just to get it working. I guess what I'll do first is throw this up on a fast loop, get all this wired up, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I did it.
Life could take me miles away, and all I know is I am strong and need to stay. Yeah, I've met my demons in the dark. I had some.
What? Okay, that's fine. Hi, I'm Mark Schneider, watching Schneider Classics, and today, we're about to put some tires on this old girl. As you can see, we got some pretty old tires for this thing that I gotta get jacked up and put on. This may be a quick little video, but there is a story to tell where these tires came from, because these are not the original tires to this 1967 910. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these tires on, and then I'm gonna tell you a story of where these tires came from. So as you can tell, we've had a bit of a problem here. Now, because this truck's been on here for a while, I had put them on blocks, but these blocks have sunken into the ground, and the one has fallen off the block on the opposite side. So I'm gonna have to get this lifted up the sketchy way. This is maybe sketchy. All these tires out of the way.
It's in my heart. I've been carried them around, but I didn't fall apart. I came a long way to pass that phase. Look at me in the eyes.
So you have to be very, very careful while doing something like this, because this is very dangerous. This is one chain link broken away from death if I'm underneath there. So I'm thinking not being underneath there as much as I possibly can.
I embrace my deepest fears, no I am safe. We step to me, put a smile on your face. Yeah, I'm always be on it, ain't got no time to waste, I'm honest. I don't give a fuck about what they say. I'm doing it now, doing it loud every day. Yeah, like guns, drugs, I've seen it all, but that was not the path I chose. Frequency was way too low, so I avoid, keep moving on. Keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on. The latest hours, I evolve my power. This is the moment to do it louder. I didn't know that life could take me miles away, and all I know is are you strong and need a start?
So with the battery just being in here loosely for like the last 2 months, all the lights still work and everything. I still need to finish welding up some stuff for the clearance lights, but still lights. So let's get these back wheels on.
The moment to do it louder. I didn't know that life could take me miles away, and all I know is are you strong and need a start? Are you strong and need a
So I still got a little bit of cleanup to do. Like this has to go away. I'm gonna probably put this tarp right over the cab and over the back here on some stuff, because we got the gas tank here and we got the seat here. But she's on tires and no longer on blocks. Damn, those tires look good. And I just threw the doors on. I do gotta find, I don't remember where, I gotta find where I put the bolts for the doors, because I'll just put these on and deal with them. But damn, she's looking good. I didn't take the tarp off. No, I left the tarp over. There's a tarp over the engine there. But I did finally take the battery in. Damn, those doors. This looks way better with the doors on. To be real, once the fender's on. This truck is slowly coming together. Even though I gotta rip the engine back out and rebuild it. But that's life. So the story's on these tires. So if I flash back to the video of me taking off the original turbo 350 transmission out of this, that transmission got traded to a guy for a manual transmission that is going in the 60s Bel Air 50. Now the guy I did that trade with, one, he has a beautiful truck, and I'm trying to work something out where I could do a video with him in his truck because it's beautiful. That's where that turbo 350 is. It's inside that truck. So he upgraded his tires from the 6-lug to a 5-lug system with disc brake. I want to keep the traditional 6-lug on this thing, so I went and picked up his old tires. That's where those came from. It's so nice just to see this truck on tires. Hi, Bob. You're running around me? You know, Cat Shop likes having you in the videos, you know. He says you're I've been taking you on as my apprentice. I didn't notice till before. I thought I did do up all the bolt melts. I didn't. The back bolt melts aren't done up, and that is because the farmer torched out the old bolt, so half the bolt is still in there. So I got to go in there with the drill bit and drill out the drill bits. I might have to cut a little bit in the top here and put new weld in new bolt ends to screw those leg bolts in.
But well, I mean, if I gotta cut them out and do all that, whatever, first I'm gonna try and drill, and if the drill comes through, that's gonna be awesome. If it doesn't, well, then I'll just cut a little patch in the top, take it out. We'll see. It all depends on how that goes. But that's gonna be a journey. That needs to happen before the seat goes back in and the gas tank. But once those are all in, interior will be done. Bobby, you good old cat. How about you go scare that annoying crow away? Could you do that for me, Bobby? Be a good apprentice. Hey, Maximus. You just relaxing? I gotta get to work. All right, so what I gotta do is I gotta clear some stuff on top and I gotta do a little bit of welding. When we were playing with the wiring and I was figuring out the clearance lights and why some of them weren't working, all of them work once they have a good ground, but it's a little bit rotted underneath. So right now, let's use my tires to step on the hood here. Yeah, that's not reliable. You can see there, she's a little rotted through. So we're going to take the old, not that one, this one. I gotta take all the stuff off, unscrew it, take the bulb out as best I can, tape the wire in there. Hopefully have a good response, and drill it out. Then I have some new metal that's going to go there because we want them to look like that.
Rolling down the windows, let the sun shine through. Just cruising down the interstate. We could go wherever as long as I'm with you. Don't care what anyone will say. They say I'm crazy, I lost my mind. Leave it behind. But with you, baby, no, I'll be fine. So let's hit the road, oh, let's hit the road. Wherever you go.
Alright, so I showed you the rust before. These ones didn't want to come out nicely. As you can see, they're all twisted. This is the perfect one, as you can tell. So rusted. There's a comparison to what it's supposed to look like versus what it did look like. Took the wire brush in there, cleaned up a little bit of rust off camera, and then painted her up. And I got all the way in there because only be in here once. Obviously, I'm not all the way down here. I don't know what's down there, and I don't know what's down there. She was actually really clean, to be very honest. Like, we got new glass in this. This is all done. Jim's Auto Glass, a guy that is very mobile. He's a great guy. Came and did the front windshield, and then I had the tinted rear glass from when I bought the original truck, and so we got that put in there. Roughly right there.
Whenever it gets cold, I'm gonna follow whatever you do. No matter wedges, no, I'll be with you. Red light, I wanna kiss you at every red light.
All right, so you just saw there lined up. I had the holes placed in place. So now what I gotta do, one, I may get these all cleaned up, and then I may have to weld on the back side the retainer nuts for these. So clean them up, weld the retainer nut. Then I gotta clean up the edges around there and weld them onto the roof. Well, you can see here I got them tack welded on each side. Got a little paint because these are going to be underneath. I lined them up with their things. Now let's get all this up on there. I'm just going to time lapse it again, me welding.
I lost my hearing for a while. I had a piece of hot slag jump off the car, go in my ear. Yeah, that is a sound that you will never, ever forget.
So I'm gonna hook it up there, sling it back and hook it up there. Let's see if this old quad girl can pull her out. She might be stuck frozen to the ground, so let's see. Get ready to rumble! Plan B. Almost there. I just took the truck back up. Now once the truck's back up, I'm gonna roll the trailer back here, set up the ramp right before the sun sets too. I just wanted to get this done tonight, but look, fuck, where she's been sitting. So this system is slow as balls, but as you can see, car ramps is ramp. Come along, main chain, security chain. This has been taking a while. It's almost dark. Oh, there's the moon.
Let's both run away and face a big blue sky. Let's get up and leave this place. They'd say we're crazy, we lost our minds. Packing our lives up, leave them behind.
And this is a familiar sight. I was too eager to work before I turned on the camera. Already took off the front ride cradle. We're about to pull this fucker out again. So I wonder who designed this. We have to jack up that side, undo the front cap bolts, jack up both sides just to pull off this transmission top cover place, because we can't pull the transmission and engine out with it on. So, which we have to disconnect that to pull the transmission out. I wonder who engineered this. It's not like this is a mismatch of multiple trucks. What?
Bango, let's up and go. Put it in drop it. Roof down the highway. We could be where anyways, but on the stop signs, just living the good life. Red light.
This thing's got coolant everywhere. Head gaskets were blown. This is that. Oh, it has coolant. Starts to drip there. I should grab a bolt. Stop it. Stop it. See? Thank you. Stop it. We got a 1976 Corvette 350 2-bolt main engine here with 350 heads for some reason. Whatever, I'm not questioning it because I was putting 350 heads on the other 350, so whatever. 305 heads on it. Intake, 4-barrel carb. This bad boy, I don't normally see them like this. This is huge. Ready to go. Power steering, alternator, all that fun stuff. Clutch fan. Needs a thermostat because I got no thermostat for it. But there you go. Traded motor for motor, and sold the rad and all the fuse box and all the extra little goodies that went with that motor. It's got an old it's got a mechanical fuel pump as well. Clicker clacker. No electrics here for me. Fuck that. Ground cables, everything. Ready to go. Ready to go. Package motor deal. Plus, you know, got this cool thing with it. Go on the motor. Oh, chromes. Look at that racing filter. You know, we're getting a couple ponies out of that boy right there. Slap that thing back on. She's mint. Some quick brake lines on this before we stick this motor into this truck. Front lines have to be done and back lines have to be done. The line that travels all the way down to here is fine, and that.
Kiss you at every red light. You know we could go wherever.
The e-brake cable also works because it's gone tightened back up. As you can see, that brand new brake line in the sway bar. Good old. That's a locker. Locks up the rear drums and they're sealed. Yeah, that's nothing. Just throw a little duct tape over it on both sides.
Well, you're not like Cameron. Extra ventilation.
All of those headlights, baby, let's get lost in all of those headlights. Baby, let's get lost in all of those headlights. Baby, let's get lost in all of those headlights.
I now have 2 gaskets.
I can't fall behind. Don't wanna be stuck in my mind. I'm not my pain this time. Learn from mistakes, get up and rise. It's easy to fall for life. Some parts of me might die. Gotta get back up and try. I am not my pain tonight. In the latest hours, I evolve my power.
Alright, I'm a lot more happy. Yeah, like I said, every fucking one of these V8s I ever get in the future now, I'm just gonna pull the fucking oil pan off. So the story I was sold on with the motor was that it's out of a 76 Corvette. He had an early 2000s truck. The truck blew its motor, so he had this motor built and put in there. And it wasn't in that truck for very long because the guy had he had a little bit too much fun with the apple juice and he got the truck impounded. He couldn't pay the impound fee, so the tow truck company got ownership of the truck, but they were told by insurance it has to be destroyed. He couldn't keep any of the truck. So because this engine was original, it wasn't attached to the VIN, he took the engine out and he sold it to the guy I bought it off of. It didn't have a lot on it before it was... But I can believe that because it's got a rebuild guarantee void if removed stamp right here that gets put on after if a motor's rebuilt. It's got a brand new aluminum plugs in it, aluminum pistons, and I don't know, can I show the cross hatching a little bit? It's got like all of them are like fresh cross hatch, nice, like this motor has not been run really at all. Yeah, there we go. Like you can see they're just nice. So I believe the guy's story now with this because internally this thing is beautiful. It's more beautiful than I ever will be. More beautiful than my ex on prom date. It's funny because it looks like the block, because the top of the motor and stuff, all that stuff looks not the prettiest, like it was just thrown on there from a truck or something. Even though the heads do match it, they are both blue. They're the same paint. I'm confused here. Has a fairly more modernized filter on it. I know, I'm sticking some new old stock Wix filter on it from 20 years ago. I'm gonna stick a different oil pan on it because this oil pan has got a couple love marks on it. That's a good way to put it.
Demons in the dark, I had some demons in my heart. I've been carrying them around, but I didn't fall apart. I came a long way to pass their face. Look me in the eyes while I embrace my deepest fears. No, I am safe. We step to me, put a smile on your face. Yeah, I'm always be on.
I love that.
Waste, I'm honest. I don't give a fuck about what they say. I'm doing it now, doing it loud every day. Yeah, like.
Swap the carburetor and stuff. That's for the vacuum. It's all hooked up properly. Fuel is hooked up to the fuel pump. We got that on, oil pan's on, needs to have oil in it. Yes, it's been painted yellow, cause why not? Power steering pump, we're in the middle of swapping that over. It still needs to be done, but we're gonna do that another day. It's got a whole good old 7 fan on her for all the turbos. So also we still had to work on this cause this is the only thing we didn't transfer over on the old motor to the new motor yet. Was cause this power steering pump, you gotta take off the pulley to get that little
What a little thing. That is it. We gotta pull off the pulley, swap her off. Then we gotta stick this on.
You can tell.
Stick that screw back in there and put that pulley back in. Yeah, she's a little warped. That's fine, just like your mind. There's on all these GM pulleys, there's a little lip, and then you stick a little lip on there. You cup it, stick this over, and then you put that thread. And what that thread does is it pushes down the center and pulls the pulley off.
We step to me, put a smile on your face. Yeah, I'm always be on it. Ain't got no time to waste, I'm honest. I don't give a fuck about what they say. I'm doing it now, doing it loud every day. Yeah, like guns, drugs, I've seen it all. But that was not the path I chose. Frequency was way too low, so I avoid, keep moving on.
Yeah, it's off. And then keep going. So now the problem with sticking, because this is a 60s power steering unit and this is a 90s to modern power steering unit. You see there's a little QA on here and there's not a QA there. That's why I'm going back to the old one. So to make it work with the 90s bracket to go back on this motor, even though it's a 76 motor, it's got to make a little cut there for clearance. So once that's all done and ready to go, then we'll bolt her back on and bolt her back on the motor. When you live in Canada and you've got a cool off metal that you just cut, throw a little bit of snow on that metal. Watching her melt there. So now you see, just with that little bit of clearance making, she works real good in there.
Clearance making, call
Clearance
it hacking
making,
it apart.
hacking. It's fine. It's factory.
Engineering.
It's factory. It's called redneck engineering. So that's mostly dealt with, but I'm gonna ignore that for now. I'm gonna show you quickly. So because I'm a cheap bastard and I'm not gonna buy another pilot bearing, so I take the one out of the 305 crank here. So this is just kind of mocked up to show you like where's the pilot bearing. There's the pilot bearing. So there's a trick you can do here. It works like hydraulics. You fill that full of grease or soap or bread. Multiple people use different things. I like using grease because then grease is lubricant. I don't care that's left there. And what I do is I take a small socket, take that, tape it on there, and you use tape just to make it nice and tight. So it's like a tight plunger. There's no way force can get out. I just use the extension. I'm just using this. And what you want to do after it's full of grease, you want to hammer on it. And what it'll do is it'll work hydraulics. Okay, I've explained it enough. I'm just going to do it now. How do I know there's enough grease in there? You push the gun out. There we go.
Too fine.
Holy fucking hell, fuck you.
What?
I shocked myself.
Keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on. The latest hours, I evolve my power. This is the moment to do it louder. I didn't know that life could take me miles away. And all I know is I am strong and need a start.
Because I'm also too cheap to actually buy a proper alignment tool. You just get a socket here, same socket that put the pilot bearing in, bigger socket, fixes your flex plate, and there's your homemade cheap alignment tool. See? All you need is a good set of extensions and sockets. And he shakes his head. Don't judge me if it works.
I evolve my power. This is the moment to do it louder. I didn't know that life could take me miles away. And all I know is I am strong and need a start.
Look, it's married.
There wasn't enough beer for it.
Yeah, it is married together. It's a bitch. Doesn't matter. It's together. It's all torque. 65 for the clutch, 35 for the flex plate, then 65 for the transmission to go onto that damn bitch. What? 65 in torque and a bit of hand skin and change? I'm underneath in this small space getting that bolt that bolts the engine in. Hi Mexican, I can see you. I'm doing these bolts on the engine, and then I gotta do these transmission bolts. The front mount, cab mounts are loose because it's lifted up on both sides, jacked up, and the transmission tunnel and everything is open because we have to jack this truck up and we have to pull off the top cover plate to even get this drivetrain in and out. The cab's got to be lifted in the front to get it out and in. See, now there's enough clearance.
Didn't know who I was till I met you. All the hurt from the world made me forget who I could be without this love to help me get through my sunny day. All the clouds are straight in my eyes. You're a lotus blooming. Your light burns a hole right through me. Unfold like a classic movie. You're moving like water under moonbeams. I know you're scared, but you don't have to be so unprepared. I don't need a thing.
Ready?
Yeah.
So keep running into ignition problems here. So I've taken off, you can see I've taken pretty much out of this. This thing is full of crud. The distributor was crap. Look. How does something inside a distributor, because these are distributor internals, how does something like this work? I'm lucky I have spare stuff pulling out. It even has oil on it in the distributor because the cap was open. This is fried. Good thing I have a spare ignition coil because I have, where did I put it? I have this thing off of another vehicle. This is broken because it had to be forcefully removed off a motor because it was dry seized. As you can see, it cracked inside the engine and did not want to come out, so it had to be ejecto. So I've stolen the internals from that one that I've had sparing around, and I'm replacing it into this distributor because it's got a good. You can test these motors with the starter out of a truck. We have one it hardwired pretty much right now on the starter, and then on the negative to the engine block on the starter, and then this is the trip, good old button smasher. Trip the starter solenoid, and then you run a hot wire to your to the battery side of the distributor. Battery and pack right on the edge here. Yes! We've sparked. Hell yeah! I'd say she runs. She runs pretty good. Can't wait to have this thing like fully, so before she can be on the road. Yeah, everything has got to be swapped over to this other 67 and ride cradle. Because as you can see, still tons metal there. As you can see, not much metal is left on the bottom of this one. It's pretty crunchy. Not to mention the homemade battery bracket. So while cleaning this out, we came across a little problem. That's supposed to be flush there, looking in there. This piece, this piece is rotted. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut away what I need to first and see how bad it is. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut here, take this bracket out, and cut this support and this support. And even though the other one is way more rotted than what is there, I may see what I can take from here once she's stripped down, depending on how good it is, because it's pretty bad there along that ridge. And of course, this whole side's crusty. And in there, she's all gone. So this one has no bottom support. where this one is just missing that little piece of the bottom support.
Didn't know I was better off beside you, but your love was the perfect reminder. Didn't know I was better off beside you, but your love was the perfect reminder.
So where we at is, so I started stripping the other rag cradle. You can see it stripped here, but we ran into a problem with this one. She had a bit of a rust issue. As you can see, it's not. But it is still better than this one, because you can see the entire bottom rail is just not existent. It's less dented than this one. This one's got a few whiskey dents, but it's solid metal, except for this one part. So, and funny enough, the only part on that rag cradle that doesn't have rust, because you can even see she's rusty, was the one part I need. So cut her off, and tomorrow we'll put that together, make it look like factory. So I have the patch mocked up here. It's not a perfect patch, and this metal is bad, so I had to take another piece of metal, put it there. It's got to be welded in. This I'm gonna start welding all of this, make it one piece again.
Didn't know I was better off beside you, but your love was the perfect reminder. Didn't know I was better off beside you, but your love was the perfect reminder.
So it's repaired. Looks seamless on the front. I didn't grind down any of my welds on it or anything. It's black, so it's hard to see without light. I just left the welds, but she's bolted in, she's good to go. I quickly sprayed, I didn't paint it so well on the back there, but better in the front. Quickly threw just a quick little rattle can paint on her, just because, why not? I wanted to, it was fun. The vent's on, because I may or may not be a little bit high off paint fumes. It's okay. Oh, hey, Timmy. No. This is bolted on and ready to go. I just used some, these are from an aircraft crates, the ship aircraft engines and such. I just used them because I had them on. I was going to use them just to measure, because I use them typically most of the time to measure bolt threads or anything for big bolts. But because I tightened them all the way down and they're on, I'm just going to chop them. I have a bunch of these at home still. Rag cradle's in place. That's going to sit to dry. I'm going to start here and start working on the heater box. Get the heater box done. Then when the heater box is done, this will probably be dry, and I'll swap back on this and get the lights, the rad, and everything put into it, and wire this thing back up to start with the key. And then we might have some fun. Maybe. Just a smidget.
Myself inside the idea that I thought was you. Never knew that you'd become my everything. I was better off at letting you come to me. I wrote a song instead of shouting from the rooftop. She has my mind in her head like that won't stop. I sing about it so she knows I've never forgot. Reminded by the many ways that she could make my heart stop. I know you're scared, but you don't have to be so unprepared.
So this isn't too much of a big deal. So the new heater core is in. I am once I silicone the casing on, it's maybe on, but I'm also going to silicone around there. Just keep airflow from going on it. I just got this mocked up to do a test. Now the GM blower motors are very easy. You just undo these bolts and you pull it out. So it's not too much of a worry if this doesn't work and I install it. But never mind, disregard what I said. It worked for like 2 seconds and then it died. This one has a busted rad and casing. This blower motor's been replaced before. It's got not factory screws in it, so it should work. Yeah, that one works. So this one's got to come out and go in that casing. Yay! I've started to put the wiring back on this thing. I'm going to have to zip tie this right there. But I kind of want to do something with that anyways. I kind of don't like that this wire is going over the engine, but looking how it's wired and stuff, I'm not thinking I'd be able to just go back because it goes there into the motor and stuff. I'm not thinking I'd be able to come back and push it through. Come over here, this side, I got to clean up some of the connections in it because they're rusty. But I'm gonna probably zip tie it to here. I probably want to use this bolt for a ground somewhere on here. This horn works, but none of the horn stuff works on this truck, and I've tried replacing it. It just, the horn stuff doesn't work on this. And I might change the steering wheel anyways, so that might just get, I need to figure out where the wiring for the horn stuff is in here, because once I figured out what it is inside the cab, I'll probably just remove it and wire it to my own system in there. But then it'll go through a fuse and I won't have to worry about that. I've been putting new screws in here, as you can tell. That's brand new screw. So I bought this kit, which is all of the bolts for this complete front end, fenders and all sheet metal bolts from, it says right there, Uline. If you're a Manitoba guy like me, just go into Walker Auto and say like, hey, I need all the front end bolts, and this is who I bought it from. Pretty decent to have just all the bolts. 6772 Chevy truck, front end sheet metal bolt kit. So all the bolts there, has all the bolts. See, that's a brand new bolt there for my ground. Brand new bolt there for my ground. Starting to get the lights wired through, all through here. Starting to get ready. So I'm just gonna throw you on speed dial as I keep going with the wiring. This horn works because I just tested it. It's pretty loud. It's just the wiring, I know, doesn't. Even though it's a new horn switch and everything in there.
She could make my heart stop. I know you're scared, but you don't have to be so unprepared. I don't need a thing. Didn't know I was better off beside you, but your love was the perfect reminder. Didn't know I was better off beside you, but your love was the perfect reminder.
Pull this carburetor off, swap the new one on, and we'll go there. Saw it here first. She runs. And she runs. Look at that. And today, we're going to throw that on that. Problem is, the tractor's stalled in its spot. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna put it on the front grill while I can. Yeah, tractor's stalled out right here with the flat deck getting ready to mount up. So we might as well keep the ball rolling as the tractor stalled. I have right here, I'm finishing up some of the body work. Oh, that is starting to harden.
I'm gonna let that stuff dry as I start getting the front clip all put together here. Your AC, I have this just placed on here for now. I'm gonna throw it on time lapse and we'll get her going.
I've wondered what I could become if I believed in me. I've realized that I just have to put in work to achieve. Yeah, I'm ready, so ready to chase my dream. It's so close, so don't close my
The bumper's fully mounted and everything, like. It's dragging that bumper. Really impressed with Mastercraft's battery operated Sawzall, because that is some thick fucking steel. Holy shit. Clean off the back. I have her lifter in the back, trying to get it done. I have it, so what it was originally had some extra metal there, cut that off, drilled the hole, well, had to shimmy it over, drill a hole, shimmy it back, bolt that up. This is going to work. I realize the light sucks. This is the middle brace that was in the middle. It was originally right there. It's been moved. Once this gets set back down, it'll be welded, cut shorter, so I can have bolt access like the other one and drill a hole. This one I can drill the hole with it on because we have that, you can't even see. We have that much room. We have about 2 inches room off the frame that this mount comes off of for that bolt hole. But that bolt hole is in line with the frame, so I had to shimmy it over, drill it, and then shimmy it back over, which was a pain in the ass to line up. But everything's lined up perfectly right now. The reason the back is jacked up is because the old bumper mount is hitting
my bumper. So I'm going to be notching this. Finally got this shimmy forward because one, you can see and use the back bumper again. I am going to mount the back lights right here. Tailgate's good and all that. I love the way this tailgate works. It's just a good old chain system, so you can pull it out and then rehook this, and then it'll hang at height, or you can just drop it fully down. Bar that goes across. You can pull it out and put it away over there. But she sits nice on this truck. Damn. There for clearance. That still needs to bolt, but bolted to that plate. See that? She's welded, bolted, bolted. She ain't going nowhere. You know, we'll put this to red later on, and we'll put the proper things on it, because it's not a 1 ton. As much as a 930 is a 1 ton, this ain't a 1 ton. This is a half ton. We're on half ton stuff. Even though it very much, someone's gonna look at that and be like, oh, it's a 1 ton. And I'll be like, nope, it's a 910. Have it set up. I just rigged up the lights. They need to be wired up. We have the mud flops on. The mud flops. Oh yeah, they just call them mud flops now. We have these on here, which are nice and stuff. The problem is, as you can see, because this flat deck was on a bigger truck, we have problems. So I need to trim these about 6 inches out of the metal pieces, move them up, re-weld them back on. Then they have to take the mud flap and cut it short and move it up. And then that way, we won't be hitting stuff this low.
I've wondered what I could become if I believed in me. I've realized that I just have to put in work to achieve. Yeah, I'm ready, so ready to chase my dream. It's so close, so don't close my self-esteem.
So as you can see, they're way too long cut. So take 6 inches out, and I take them, weld them here, then bash these center ones in and weld them. Measured out how much I want to do, cut that out, get one side done, compare the two sides, and then do it again. Was on that side and did that. I think that looks way better. You can see covers the rear tire and stuff. Now there's a little bit of clearance, won't get caught on it. But this is just a cheap, quickly picked up at my local Ukrainian tire, put her on. Might be backwards. I don't actually know which way you're supposed to put these on. I figured I'll put the white at the further edge because I want my further edge to be brighter with reflection to know, hey, that's right there. We got our cab light. We got our front lights. We even have, oh, that one's not working yet. We even have our mirror lights. So we got the lights all working on this thing. Right now I'm about to work on the exhaust. You can see it's in many different pieces. I gotta clean it all up first and then weld it together and then bolt it on. And then this thing will have exhaust. My plan is get the exhaust done today. We're gonna take this thing on the road for the first time. So we got the exhaust on. I just fixed my heater core and did a couple little things here and there. Like the one valve cover was leaking like crazy, so fixed it. Got my heater core working. Well, it was working. It was the linkage was apart, so I put it together again. The exhaust is all done up and stuff. This may be the first time it's started up. Let's hear how it sounds. It's alive. I don't know if you can even hear me or if you can just hear the motor, but we're alive, we're ready to go. I'm gonna go for the first down air gas run in this truck. Smoking. Let's go get some gas. Well, this video has been 2 years in the making because when I did the intro to this video, it was before my son was born, and my son's 2 now, in our rental. We've now changed locations again. I bought a house and finally finishing this video, but this truck, a lot more has changed on it since the end there too, so stick along because there's a lot of updates and I'm always working on this thing. We're always changing stuff on it, but I put it to work, as you see. We got snow shovels in here because I've been clearing driveways when I can, and I just picked up some scrap to go in the scrap trailer. So as you can see, we've done a lot here and stuff like that. I've done the hell out of this license plate light and my license plate multiple times with different trailers. As you can tell, we have different trailers. But, you know, did those rockers now 4 or 5 years ago, and they've held up pretty good. Interior's changed a little bit. So is the exhaust on this thing. For this truck, from 2018 to 2022, maybe early 2023 is when I got it on the road. That's how long it took me to build this thing and get it on the road. Now we're in 2024. And I've been loving it on the road ever since. obviously, as time has gone on, some friendships have ended and places have ended, and like I said, we've moved now. This truck has moved with me to 4 or 5 different locations, 4 or 5 different relationships over the last 7 years. But I've loved this truck, and I'm probably never going to give it up. I almost gave it up when my son was born, pay for some stuff, but luckily that did pan through, and now I have no reason. I'll never sell this truck in my life. I love this thing way too much. I'm going to keep putting more work into it. And before we go and have a little too much fun with the truck here, I do got to say there's a big thank you to a lot of people who helped me build this. Obviously, Jim's Auto Glass for all the glass in it and stuff like that. Domar Transmission for making the drive shaft. Endless and endless motivators. My Uncle Jason for letting me borrow his garage when I did the cab. Jordan there, even though me and him, we left on bad cases there with the Mexican, but big help with him for when his parents let me use their shop when I absolutely needed this on the road, and for him helping me with the motor, because he did help me out get the motor in this thing. So I do appreciate all that. I do thank for all that, all the people that helped, a couple of guys there that helped get this box on and stuff like that. I do appreciate it, because this thing, I drive this thing on for all day long. I was like, today would have been the perfect day for me to have my truck. Yeah, we gotta get out of here now. Woo! There we go. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, God. That was freaking awesome. That was the problem. It just went go. It just sent it. I'm so happy I have good brakes on this thing too, because it just locked the front. I know. Oh, yeah. You sent it. You really went for it. Oh, I smell that rubber. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But now we're ending this video after it's been, like I said, it took me 2 years to edit this damn video. 46 videos compiled and going through them and changing the order because they weren't in order and fixing them and stuff like that. 5 years took to build the damn thing. Well, okay, 4 years getting all the parts and getting it all together and finishing the cab and getting the frame and everything that, all compiled into a single, like two months at the end, putting the cab on the frame, the new engine in, and the front clip together and the box on and everything to get it on the road. I love this truck. But stay tuned, because we have a couple more we got to do. And I also got my 72 on that frame that we're doing. So we got lots more, and hopefully I can do a part 2 of everything else I've done to this truck. Thank you. Also, yeah, I guess this is supposed to be a thank you for 910 subscribers, because it's a GMC 910. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. We're finishing off this year strong. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, he's a new guy around the town. So. Put the pedal to the metal and have some fun. Woo! There we go.
That was awesome.